Hello and welcome to this week's video message installment of Ask Sarah, where every week I take your questions about teaching and learning. This week's question is really timely. Our reader writes, "Dear Sarah, you've been teaching for a while. How do you find the energy to start another year? Sincerely, Finding the Energy." Well, you are right. I am beginning my 19th year of teaching, and there no doubt have been years where finding that energy is more difficult than others. But I will tell you that finding the energy for me is really, I anchor it in this epiphany moment that I had not too long ago. It's a light bulb moment, if you will. So it was the spring of 2011. I was just finishing up my year of service as the National Teacher of the Year, and I kept getting bombarded by all these questions. A lot of people would say, "So are you really going to go back to your classroom next year? You're really going to go back?" And it started to really bother me because for me, the classroom is everything. So those of you who are readers or moviegoers probably know that most epiphanies happen on mountaintops or in the rain. So I am sitting at a restaurant in Flagstaff, Arizona, where it is snowing, which means that it was ripe for an epiphany. And as I'm sitting there, I realize that I'm not going to go back to my classroom. I'm going to go forward to it. And that's how I have proceeded, with the idea that I am going forward to my classroom day after day, year after year. And I got to this place because during that year I had been around so many amazing educators that I felt more compelled than ever to become a better teacher. And the only way I could envision doing that was by going forward. So I went to my classroom, I cleaned out 9 file cabinets. I hired my next door neighbor, who was a sophomore in high school at the time, to take out to the dumpster all kinds of stuff that I found all over the place in that room. I bought a jump drive and I took the file that was on my computer that said Johnston High School and I put it on that jump drive and put it away. I didn't get rid of those files, but I put it away. And instead I made a new file that reads Johnston Forward, because this is what I understood. I had come to understand. That going forward didn't mean I was going to go to that file cabinet or to that computer and ask myself, what did we do last year? Instead, I was going to pay attention to the kids in front of me, to let them tell me what forward really meant. So this is where the energy comes from. It comes from forward motion. It comes from being inspired by other teachers, and it comes from paying attention to kids. With Teacher to Teacher, this is Ask Sarah. As always, we take your questions about teaching and learning via Twitter or Facebook, or you can submit them on my website under the Ask Sarah tab, which you can find at sarahbrownwesling.com.